Have you ever wondered what your Doberman might say if they could actually talk to you?
I do what I want. Get over it.
Well, today you're gonna find out exactly what these insanely intelligent, a bit too dominant, and definitely cunning dogs would probably say if they could talk to you. And we're gonna have a little bit of fun along the way too. So without further ado, well, you know what? I'll just let your Doberman take it away from here.
Here's what I would say if I could talk.
Here's one thing your Doberman would absolutely say if they could talk.
I don't walk, I strut.
Yeah. These dogs absolutely love strutting their stuff when they're on a leash and walking down the road. You thought you had a sassy Doberman in private? Well, check out their attitude when they're out in public on a walk. That's because us Doberman owners have noticed that our dogs seem to kind of perk up, stand a little straighter, head a little taller, shoulders back when they're out on a walk, especially out in public. Now, to be honest, we haven't exactly figured out why this is. Nobody seems to know, other than they seem to have kind of an attitude, or maybe they just know how good looking they are when they're out on a walk. I don't know. But I mean, they do get a lot of attention, that's for sure. And if you're ever lonely, just take your Doberman out on a walk. You'll have plenty of people coming up and talking to you about how impressive looking your dog is. And yeah, they seem to know it too. And the next thing your Doberman would say if they could talk?
Yeah, I judge people, and I'm usually right.
I mean, these dogs are protection dogs from the very start. They're actually the only dog breed bred for that from the very beginning. So is it surprising at all that they kind of seem to judge every single person that walks by them? Us Doberman owners know all too well that a whole crowd of people could walk by, but if one single person in that crowd is someone they don't like, they will lock eyes on that person and give a low growl, just watching them intensely. But the good news here is, yeah, they're usually right about it. That's usually someone that you need to watch out for. Honestly, this is one of the many benefits to having a really highly human-focused protection dog that not only reads every situation in extreme detail constantly, but one that can also back it up if they ever need to. Another thing they would most definitely say is,
I'm not ignoring your commands. I'm just weighing my options.
oh yeah, these dogs are amazing off leash, until they're not. These dogs, who, by the way, are somewhere between the first and the fifth most intelligent dog breed in the world, depending on what study you're looking at, they absolutely always know the command that you're giving them if you've done any amount of training behind it. So why is it that they randomly choose not to listen to you? Well, it's because, yeah, they're weighing their options. If that bush they're sniffing is more interesting than the potential reward they're gonna get from listening to you, their owner, then they're not coming when you call them. That's why so much of the training I do here at Doberman Planet is about building drive, focus, and even unpredictable reward systems. This is all so that we can prevent these insanely intelligent dogs from knowing exactly what the reward will be by responding to you, and then essentially weighing their options and deciding if they want to listen or not. Yeah, we have to do these types of gymnastics when we're training this incredibly unique breed. You really want that reward for listening to you to kind of be an unknown to them, a fun surprise that they're unlocking that's always more interesting than that, I don't know, cool smell in that book. Man, yeah, their intelligence goes just way too far sometimes. The next thing your Doberman would probably tell you?
Drop it! I only listen to you if you really mean it.
Oh yes, these dominant dogs, they know when you're not gonna follow through, and they'll take advantage of that. Do you remember how I said they have this amazing ability to read situations? Well, trust me, they know if you're giving a command, especially one from a distance, and they know that if the entire situation dictates that you're probably not gonna come over and make them do whatever you said, then they may not do it. Kind of optional for them. But to be honest, this is kind of more of an issue of training, because if you made a habit of not following through with your commands, you're gonna get this kind of stubbornness a whole lot more often out of your Doberman. Don't forget, they're intelligent, a bit dominant, and definitely very cunning, so don't push it, stay consistent. The next thing your Doberman would tell you, if they could talk?
Yeah, lap dogs can be this big.
Oh yeah, the 100-pound lap dog. That is literally what these dogs are. They have no sense of personal space. They're called Velcro dogs for a reason. And yes, they will absolutely knock the wind out of you, especially once they get to be full grown. Just from, honestly, just from trying to cuddle you. And it doesn't matter if you're watching TV or playing video games, these dogs will be all up on your lap at all times. You might want to train some personal space commands early on, or just lay back and enjoy it. Honestly, us Doberman owners, we love our big, scary guard dogs. There's nothing wrong also with a little cuddle time. The next thing your Doberman would say, or maybe sing to you if they could talk.
I can be very tough, but only when I am with you.
Yeah, these big tough dogs, they definitely have a soft side, and you are it. Yeah, and although you'll definitely feel their tough side when they're right next to you and protecting you from all those world's dangers that are out there, you'll also feel their, I don't know, their boy band emotional side when you step 5 feet away and they seem to just emotionally and quickly run over back to you. Then, of course, they're back to being tough again, almost as if they kind of forgot what they just did. So yeah, if you own a Doberman, you will have a tough protection dog until you are a short distance away, then they'll turn into a blubbering mess. A good word of warning for those of you out there who are thinking about getting a Doberman. The next thing that your Doberman would say if they could talk, and of course if they were being honest.
Heel! Excuse me, I am training you. Let us get back to work.
Yeah, these Dobermans are so intelligent and cunning that they absolutely can and do train their owners. People ask me all the time about this, but let me give you an example to kind of understand what these dogs do all the time to their owners. Let's say you're training your Doberman not to pull on a leash. Every time they pull ahead of you, you say the heel command and you get them back into position and then you give them a treat. So they pull, you say the heel command, you got them in position and treat. Pull, heel command, position, treat. And you just repeat this. Good training, right? Well, in no short time, your Doberman will figure out this formula, and guess who's going to actually start pulling more on the leash just so that you say the heel command more often so that they get their treats more often. Yeah, your cunning Doberman. And guess who's training who to be a treat dispenser? That's why we always teach here at Doberman Planet that you don't reinforce the initial response to a command. You instead reinforce the successful completion of the command, a very important concept when you're training a Doberman specifically. The next thing that your Doberman would boldly tell you if they could talk.
I wasn't bred to be subtle. Deal with it.
Yep, Dobermans are big and bold with everything they do. So when they have extra energy to get out during the day, that's gonna be big and bold too. They're gonna be doing donuts in your room. They're gonna be running up on your bed, running around in circles, chasing their own rear end. Yeah, they're bold, even with their energy levels. But this goes with everything that they do. Walking out in public or training, it really doesn't matter. These are big, bold dogs. You gotta learn to love it and kind of embrace it. The next thing your Doberman would tell you?
Look, if we don't go on an adventure, I'm gonna create one in your house.
Oh, and trust me, they will create one in your house and it won't be pretty. It could look like chewing up baseboards, chewing up trim work, a destroyed office, or any other myriad of different destructive outcomes. These dogs need at least 1 to 2 hours of exercise every single day as adults, and they love getting out and about and going on adventures. Trust me, you're gonna wanna make sure that they do. Don't forget this saying, a tired Doberman is a happy Doberman. I hope you've enjoyed learning what your Doberman is probably thinking, although to be honest, yeah, we do wish they could talk to us, but I think we all know what they're thinking anyway. Don't forget to follow us right here at Doberman Planet to keep learning all the unique ways to care for, raise, train, and even interact with your incredibly unique dog, your Doberman.